Well, I use it as part of my day. Yeah, recruiting body. Seriously, I use it.
So Jim, should you do some preparatory remarks?
We chant,
Okay.
meditate, and then.
So we've been reading from Haibun and Serna with the band some of the last few gigs, and these are all Haibun. So it's a Japanese medieval form that's combined with a Latin American neo-Barroco twist. And each of the poems has an epigraph by Ramon Gomez de la Serna. He was a contemporary of Salvador Dali, and he did these gregarias. Humor plus metaphor equals gregaria. So they all start with one of these aphorisms. And as Fred Was said, just consider yourself like an accidental tourist. And don't worry about tracking the meaning. Maybe listen to it more like you would jazz. And this fine trio that I get to play with tonight, which is fantastic. Thanks, Jim. So I'll read 5 of these, dense, high one, and let the band second one.
Those faces. What are we in? Right. That's right.
I'm very excited about this development.
Good.
I've been thinking about doing this for the last year.
I hope this inspires you, and we'll keep talking.
But I was missing some of the puzzle pieces. I didn't really know what I was doing.
Number 9, Ancestor, Dream Dirt.
I kind of felt like
Epigraph, Ramon Gomez de la Serna. It was one of those days when the wind was trying to speak.
Substances in my head.
The Aranda word for dream also means ancestor, so the poet says. So the poet sows, as if a right to the ear that floored him in Jersey, or the Binghamton wine bottle that opened up new realms of self. Stars for a would-be vigilante. Blood trickled forehead tricked by coyote in a fedora. The poet continues with rasp is a recursive form, a net of echoes. It catches, it repeats, reverberates in slightly similar frequencies. Too many messages no God has any time to damn. History is nightmare, Gnostics might say. The night wind brings with it one invisible worm. Burrows into ancestor dirt with a mind of its own. There are electrolytes in the Kansas ancestor dirt the color of fossils. Ancestors waking you from a dream in which bullet holes in the head foretell attempted Arizona assassinations. The worm burrows into his bed of crimson joy. Just happens to be the head of a not-so-innocent bystander. The elders drunk on palm wine or single malt scotch, into which restless den have crept to rig a marriage without one single shotgun. Dirt in the lavender blossoms, with a mind that festoons city sidewalks, few walk no more. Dirt with a sense of humor, yearning to be a nurse law, made of cedar, waiting to soften a daydream and echo an earlier content of poetry. There's a gunfight in church, then someone's a mind to turn the garage into dirt, then the dreamer wakes, finds no worm, only an itch, and itches to return to the terror of older night, or history can break. Rivers. Rivers do not know their names. Ramon Gomez de la Serna. And learn to live in dirt. Find their ancient ways via the magnetosphere and autonomic nervous system. The medium of 5,000 red-winged blackbirds dead, where radar picked up a non-part precipitation target. Of 5,000 more dead in Point Coupee Parish. A fur piece from the makeshift graveyard of Gary Ridgway and his ligature maneuvers. Rob the vein of someone's shiver. Prophets know his underwritten made from mud. When to call Duwamish when the black is murdered. When white or green. Follow green back east to Stampede Pass, up beyond Weston, Lester, the Hot Springs, Madron, Maywood, Humphreys, Eden, George, Romolo, and Canasket itself, named after a chief whose heart was wicked toward Boston, and whose musket might have crushed the final ball in the slaughter. When to turn attention to silver rivers beyond the Van Allen belt and plasma spheres. Even the 100,000 dead Arkansas fish know the Tampa runway is just a little off, and a pole shift much overdue.
It's basically like
We all seek
an area where,
refugium
like,
more than just
always
a
there.
mountain range with
Right.
beach
The
higher
yearly
than the tops
month.
of where glaciers were. The free refugium from a culture crafted in a lab dedicated to the torture of all that exists everywhere. Learning gets turned on its skull, and we just want to stay above the green's
Deep
vast
into
fatal meander.
Salmon
The
Lassalle
river
way up in there.
may not know its name,
But it's
but
crazy.
all it's
I know I go
stacked,
out there.
white,
And my friends
green,
like,
or Nuwabish,
stone.
and it may share its heartbeat or
I'm
scorn.
trying to see where he's like, oh, I think there's some over here. It's like he has this
Charioteering. Her old hands grip life like a bird's claws on a
I know the
branch.
key is the way.
A branch of the family tree succumbed to aggregates, scondas. Giddy up, they say, and modern-day gladiators plunge the knife in the side of horses of
Yeah, it's
instruction.
magical.
Make this chariot go. But it can only be a pile of faint traces, bookmarks,
So many
tweets, tantalum, not the homeopath sulfur, for which we devour the lion's last habitat and fund the latest land and culture raid. Bird grip, not the bloodhawk's foveal vision, a laugh for the apocalypse, a shudder of gray, buff, and brown plumage, antidote to the kingfisher's flash, and machine gun mambo, as Manjushri might advise. Compassion and freedom from delusion, where the bloodhawk vision comes in. Wipe the stars off your boots in a vigil we pretend is no vigil. Bird grip, addicted to meaning, shades beyond the reason of need and surrender. The streams stretching into shadows of memories made us fully here, revering only the moment and its glaciers, feeding Lake Schwabash, their perennial shudder, shutting off the adolescence. She grips the chariot reins till the fingernails draw palm wine, till the panic in the eyes of the forest horses spreads to fill the sky. Bloodhawk's paradise, gold and brown eyes date to the Eocene. The bird grip, much, much older. How we all thought refugia, much more complex than letting the rains go. Stag party. Epigraph from Ramon Gomez de la Serna. The stag is the son of tree and lightning. A statue, not a statue, still wary of unarmed humans, still able to bolt over the forest's green galaxies, still able to make a meal of last night's camp during flavored dirt, making less sound than the raven cackle atop the dug fir, less than the boot crunch on snowmelt, less than the rhododendron leaf shaking in the January Brighton Bush sun. The stag awaits a beard, knows no master but morning velocity, stalks unguarded Port Townsend gardens fleeing, as we all should, hungry chilicarians, leaves comet trails and settles moss in the Cascade Forest, signals via silence and leg twitches to the chief of the bird tribe and to the man with a wry smile, flaming hat, and penchant for hairfish. The stag's a century for Zeus, Thor's pet, reminds us of the animal self we left behind for hamburgers, traffic cameras, and cappuccino. Alejandro creates elaborate castles of war and hierarchy, napalm and waterboards, and of the day post-apocalypse when we might trade blood for tree sap, ears for an outstretched padrone branch, eyes for the bloodhawk's foveal vision that can spot squirrels and Andromeda, light years above the plain. Free Egypt, number 13. Epigraph Ramon Gomez de la Serna. We should put a mark on the sky to see how quickly the cathedral has been growing. This is at the time of the Arab Spring. written about 11 years ago. We put the mark of mammal revolt on the sky above Tahrir Square, where flames, a mark of celebration, foreheads touch their patch of holy ground in unison, all holy, a dictator's flight power, protection of La Raza, of Algiers, the Bucks Antlers, and Al Jazeera, making every despot's move an international incident, Aquila making everything else move. Tools with which to construct narratives, meat with which to construct memories of inhalation, the ageless narcotic of freedom, stolen from a dictator in the shadow of a sphinx, part limestone woman, part indigenous cat. A mark on the sky where cries of food riots leapt, hunger as organizing force. Maybe this industrial ag thing ain't what it's cracked up to be. Cracked a mark onto the sky, above and on the dirt below where foreheads rest in surrender. The crack of a dictator's mouth, a smile, power, the ultimate inebriate panic in a president's private eye that spreads to fill the sky and whiten his hair in Nazi America, where we post pictures of our food on Facebook and make an immolation protest another chapter in the endless entertainment. Forget the sacrifices of constellations of ancestors. Squander our one neat moment on a casino or sitcom while this turtle dreams of its own coups and Mayan prophecy stares us in the collective face, glint of diamond in its smiling eye, preparing to lift the last veil. All dictators and corporate puppets will be made to dance from a casket of fire while the celebrations an unmistakable blur we watch from behind the veil of a culture invented by henchmen and those who never know the sweet shudder of surrender, how the shoulders rumble, give way for a force lighter than meat, the animating principle, what makes the flight of the Bloodhawk so simple and gives the Star Force to Aquila. A shudder of another kind. Swiss banks freeze Egyptian assets. Let them eat soup. Thank you. Tom Nelson.
And if you like the poetry, he's got books.
I have a book.
That's right. He's got